Hello! Today we are looking at MS Word tricks. To start, let's look at watermarks. Watermarks are under the design menu, and you can hit the watermark icon there. And these are handy dandy for identifying that you're working on a draft, that you might be collaborating with other people. And it's a nice way to say that, hey, we're still working on this, don't send this to anybody yet. So it can look like that. That's a little bit bold. Let's hit the watermark button again and just tone down that color a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit more subtle, but it definitely shows up on your work so you know what's going on. Alternatively, if you want to get rid of it, you just hit that no watermark icon and there it's gone. Now we can get a little crafty here. Why don't we add our company logo? So I'll just click on picture, select picture, and then here's my company logo. A little hard to see right there because it's washed out, but if I unclick that, there it is in all of its glory. Here, let's just look at washed out here. We can see that it's there. It's definitely subtle, but it is there in the background. That might be handy for you. It might not be. If you really want it to pop, or you have a bit of a lighter color logo, you might want to just hit that washout button or unclick that washout button and let it shine through. Anyway, that's watermarks. Moving on. Let's look at Find and Replace. This is a really handy tool if you have to write a report that has a lot of repetitive things in it. So RSW for me means Rehabilitation Support Worker, and that's a lot of typing. To replace that, let's go up to the search bar at the top right-hand corner, and then hit that little arrow and hit Replace. I put in a filler, RSW, and I'm at the end of my report now, so I'm going to fill in all of the actual words and not the acronym. So I type RSW to find, and then I'm going to replace it with Rehabilitation Support Worker. So I just hit replace all, boom. And now if you look closely, you can see every RSW has been replaced with Rehabilitation Support Worker, and thus saving myself probably 4 minutes per report, and I've written about 17,000 reports in my life, so that's a lot of time I've saved myself. Same thing here. Instead of just typing the whole guy's name a bunch of times, I just put in his initials, and at the end I just changed it to Mr. Doofenstock, and all the BDs were replaced with Mr. Doofenstock. I'm going to add that to the dictionary so I don't get that little red underline. Great. Lastly, let's look at some tables. We all know how to put tables in. If you don't, you just go to the table design menu and insert it, or you can hit insert tables. But what we're doing here is highlighting the whole table, and then I am making the grid lines go away. So I just use that icon up to the top, and you can control what grid lines are visible from there. So here I have underlined just the title, but instead, actually, let's get rid of that underline. I'm going to highlight the top row. Even though the grid lines aren't there, the table still exists. I'm going to go to table properties. I'll select not cell, table, borders and shading, and then shading. And I'm going to pick a nice color here. I use this blue a lot here. And okay, and now I got a little bit, let's highlight all three of these cells again. I don't like the black so much, so I'm going to change that text to a white. And let's just bold it up here. Where's bold? There it is. Boom. That's just a little fancier little table there. Anyway, now you can use Word like a tech trainer. Look at you. You're awesome. This has been Technology Training with Lawlor Therapy Support Services. Feel free to contact us if you have a video that you need made to help you figure out how to do something. Thanks. Take care.